Hello guys. In this video, I'm going to go over how I'm going to hunt for the next set of high ROI potential projects, where I'm going to be looking for the ROI, the return on investment, where I think we are with the current cryptocurrency market, and where I'm just, generally going to go hunting. Okay, so regarding where I think we are on the time spectrum of crypto, you know that, as I've stated before, that my objective is to go for infrastructure. And one of the things that I've realized recently through my research is that for cryptocurrency, infrastructure is kind of equal to composable enterprise. Crypto will be the infrastructure of the world economy. And the foundations of the future economy will come first. So what is composable enterprise? Composable enterprise, where I was doing asking the question, where is the opportunity in emergent technologies? Because emergent technologies is where opportunity is for growth. And so what is it that is a growth market is composable enterprise? And I noticed it here in the Gartner hype cycle. I have to disagree with this a little bit. I think composable enterprise is not just here, but it is here. It's all along this, because composable enterprise is many different emergent technologies. What is something to be composable? It is a system designed around interrelationships of modular components. Okay, so like a modular component is the way I see it. The business. Okay, guys, there's going to be some interesting concepts in this video. It might, not seem like I have a lot drawn here, but I'm presenting this as ideas that are kind of transformative in the way you look at crypto. And like, even for me, it was a shift in the way my brain sees things. And that's why I'm glad I looked at this Gartner hype cycle, because I was like, oh, where are the opportunities going to be? Because I'm going to go hunting again for those opportunities, right? Because, as the crypto market goes down, it's time to really put in the work and find where there's going to be a lot of opportunity. And one of those big opportunities in my framework, my mental framework that has arisen recently, is the composability model for crypto. And the way I'm seeing the unfolding, and the way I think things will unfold, is around this composable market, this composability of composable enterprise, composability of crypto. Okay, so it's a system designed around modules, right? So the way I see it is you have like a process, a service. Basically, this is your business model. And here it is. This is your business, and you have access to your business, and you have the output of your business. And your business is nothing but a process. This is just like a computer. You have an input and you have an output. But also, that's kind of the way to look at any company. A company is an entity just like a computer, where it has an input, it has something coming in, and it has an output. And it's interesting to even think of it that way. But it really does change my mind, like the way I look at it, even in economy. You can say this is Walmart. You have a person comes in to Walmart, and they do a process just like a computer. They buy stuff, whatever, and then they leave with products. So input is a customer, and Walmart is the process of all this stuff coming in. And the person sees things they like, they buy it, they exchange the money for those objects, and then those objects leave with the person. So input person, output person plus objects, this raises cash. Okay, so that is a composable component. So this is the reason crypto is powerful, is anyone can now do this. Anyone can now become this module, and they could just connect right to an API, application programmer interface, or connect to another business and create some process that does something for someone or some group of people. And then, whatever that process is they raise the money for it. So that's what crypto allows for, is a token can represent the value capture of this. It's a way for this module to raise funds. It's in a modular way of looking at the economy. Okay, and so in time, so I see the infrastructure first. I'm going for infrastructure in crypto, and I see the infrastructure as being the composable marketplace, the composability enterprise, the economy of the future. And I see gaming being a big thing for crypto as well. But I don't look at gaming projects right now, because gaming, I think the technology for virtual reality environments, augmented reality environments, is in the future, so I don't really mess with that. And that's why, in other business models, I'm focusing on infrastructure or composable components of the crypto economy, of the future economy, and how people will make software or any physical business connect with other businesses. Okay, so regarding that, this composability, some of the businesses that I see, once again, look, the things that I'm going to be looking for, AI, augmented AI is basically AI that, these are some of the things from the Gartner hype cycle, and augmented AI is basically AI that makes humans work better. So work efficiency or education. So like a person, the AI, and it does education and makes the person learn faster because of the AI component. Or, like work efficiency, like a doctor, and the doctor has an AI assistant and they assess data better. So that's going to be, and so where would this be? Like, you can have it, if I was an individual doing AI, I would make an AI and then I would have a plug-in and a plug-in. And so my business could automatically start connecting with other businesses. Obviously, you need marketing to find the clients that you need, etc. But, you can raise funds with your token. Analytics, will be a service. I don't, sometimes this thing does this. I don't know why it does that. Okay, so analytics will be another service, and that could be a service provider, like someone who's offering services can be automatically done. Insurance, calculation data, identity management, there's a bunch of those projects, software services, direct pay services like self-driving cars or digital twins, etc. Like I could make a digital twin of myself that could do things as if I would do them. Authenticated provenance, which is basically algorithmic trust verification processes. This is going to be a big one for crypto. And what this authenticated provenance is like a trust entity that says this drug is safe for you to consume, and here's the research guy, here's the other stuff, and it says yes, it went through those check marks, and so it's authenticated and it gives it to you. Or it could say like it was really farmed from people who didn't use pesticides. Authenticated provenance is basically saying you could trust the source and it's been authenticated. Crypto is going to be a big one for that. And so here's an example of this composable enterprise world where cryptocurrency could kind of play out. So you can kind of look at crypto in this interesting way and see how the crypto world is going to make many different businesses. It's going to be a much more freer economy, and why crypto is going to generate wealth for the world. So an example would be a customer visits a doctor in the future economy with this modularity type of economy. Basically, once again, the modular economy is an API economy with modular workflow tasks. It turns the economy into nothing more than a program, okay? So like this is kind of the way programs work. So a customer feels sick, and what they do is they go to a medical service that assesses their sickness, and you have, at the end of that, you're going to have your charge. Okay, the medical service diagnosed and figures out what is needed to be done, and it connects to this API, right? Which is nothing more than a computer saying, okay, so I'm a doctor, I have some service that I'm going to work with, and I put in the data. I put in the data as a doctor. The identity management takes all of the patient's health records, the DNA, all that stuff. It doesn't even have to show it to the doctor. It might even have it encrypted so that if I don't want to look, my genes tell my whole life story. This is like KILT protocol, for example, or there's other ones, right? And so this identity management could have a level of encryption here that doesn't give away my data, but it allows for my data to be used. And this could be like, let's say, token number 1. And it allows for my information to work with the data that came from the doctor. And it could charge a fee, and that fee could go as revenues for token number 1. And this token was used for this identity management protocol to raise funds initially so that workers could build out this service. And the service, once again, has a charge. Once it's done processing the information, it sends it back to the doctor. The doctor says, oh, this is what needs to be done. It puts in some more information. He looks at the data, makes sure things are good, hands off the data again. And this time it goes through an analysis of personalized medicine, and it analyzes that medicine. Once again, this analyst service could be a service with another token, and it has a charge, and it could be small. These charges could be small and efficient, okay? And if it's not useful, it'll use another analysis service. So these will be competing for this marketplace. And then this analysis service sends through an API authenticated provenance, like we talked about before, which is like a drug maker quality process, reputable drug makers saying that this drug has a history of being safe, whatever, like the equivalent of an FDA would be, but like something that's rigorous and improves some safety level. And it does the authenticated components of ordering, of what's safe to do from here. And that could be another token, and that has a charge. And once again, these are just like equities, right? These cryptocurrencies that are kind of like equities, but they can exist in software, or they can exist in software plus physical form. And once this authenticated process goes through trusted verified places that service provided, it can hand off the information back to the analysis service. And the analysis service can now say, okay, we have what we need to order. We have the safe stuff. We put in another order, and a self-driving car service has another token, and this could be like Tesla or whatever, orders up a self-driving car, picks up the stuff from the place, or a transportation company, transportation service, and that can be another token. And then it sends it to the customer, and the customer says, okay, I'm happy now, I got the solution for my sickness. And so this is just an example of a generalized example of what a modular economy could be like. And you can see that some of it will just be run by computers, and me as an individual, I can go right now to a computer and write out I could write out some service, some information processing, something that is a service, and just have it raise revenues in the form of that go to my token. Say, look, guys, I'm going to do an ICO. I have a token. This is what I'm going to build. People fund it, and then I build it, and then the token gets access to the fees. And so all of this could be done. And so this business didn't need to go to a bank. They didn't need to go to angel investors. They just went to the internet, and now cryptocurrency funded all of these businesses. Do you see? So this is how I'm viewing of the emergent property of crypto. And this is why I see a multi-token, multi-blockchain future. And I could see different components coming together in an overall economy that works together. You're going to need marketers for each one of these entities to create these bridges and to connect to other components of the economy. But all together, I see this as being, there's opportunities everywhere, because this foundation of the future economy is being built, and this is going to be there's a lot of opportunity here as the whole world moves to blockchain and the infrastructure gets built out. So that can show you guys my framework for this modular economy, for the Gartner hype cycle, for where I'm going to go hunting as this bear market unfolds, or if we go into a bull market, I'm still going to be hunting for these opportunities that are a part of this composable enterprise market. So that's what I'm thinking right now. Next step is to keep hunting, but this is I was just trying to assess where to look and to keep hunting. All right, guys, I'll look forward to next time I get to talk to you.